Hi, this is Eric from Pure Vita Fitness. We're here with our mobility and stretching tip of the week. We're talking about lower back. A lot of people talk about lower back problems when they're walking around, their backs are stiff, their backs are sore. So we got a couple drills that really can help alleviate some of that lower back stiffness and help you, get on with your life. And we're going to use today the foam roller to do a couple of these drills. Foam roller is a great tool. You can do this in front of the TV. I would suggest using this, especially if you're going to work out after you've been sitting at a desk all day. Just to kind of loosen up those areas that get shortened and tight and break up what we call adhesions or knots in the muscle. So the one area a lot of times if we get pain by the tailbone, a lot of times it's emanating from a muscle called the piriformis, which kind of sits on more in the hips, but the pain radiates up, so therefore we think it's lower back. So one way to kind of loosen up that piriformis is to get on your foam roller. And you're gonna, in this case, I'm going to put my right cheek on the foam roller, cross my left leg over my right. I'm going to lean to this side. I'm going to make sure my shoulders, elbows, and wrists are in a good alignment. And then I'm going to roll to this side. I'm going to roll over this hip. And if I find a spot, what I'm going to do is instead of sitting here and suffering, I'm going to pull this knee in and I'm going to ease it out. Pull it in, ease it out. And I'm just going to make sure I clean up that hip, and I'm always leaning towards the side that's crossed. So I'm going to do both sides of my piriformis, and then the other one we can do, I call this kind of like being on a picnic blanket in the park. But I'm going to bend my knees to 90 degrees. I want to make sure it's not on the ribs or the hips. It's in the soft tissue area, in the low, between the small of the back and the side. And I'm going to kind of lean back into this. I'm rolling up that lower section of my back, looking for spots. If this is not enough, I can go deeper like this and really roll into my back. But I don't want to hit my ribs. As soon as I feel my ribs or my hips, I've gone too far. And I'm going to do both sides many times. You'll find that one side is tighter than the other. And if I find a spot, I'm just going to sit on there, put direct pressure, and break that spot out. So those are two great quick mobility moves you can do with the foam roller to help break up that tissue. Piriformis, roll that out. If you got a lot of tightness in there, if you find that, do it at least 5 times a week. And then once you get that broken up, that tightness is gone, do it a minimum of twice a week just to check it for maintenance. And same thing with the lower back. Give these two a try to help your lower back feel better. We'll see you next week at Pure Vita Fitness Personal Training Studio with our mobility and stretching tip.